The 1965 flood of the South Platte River roared through the Denver metro area on June 16th, 1965. I will provide more historical details in the description, but let's watch the 8mm film that my dad shot of the aftermath. So we lived in Littleton, which was at that time the southernmost suburb of Denver, so it got hit first. The Platte River was normally, all the places we lived were within about a quarter mile of that for 8 years. Normally the river was about 10 to 15 feet across normally. At the height of the flood, it was 3,500 feet across. Now, me and my 3 siblings and my mom were back in Baltimore during this time because I was getting treated for kidney disease at Johns Hopkins University, but my dad stayed at his job in Martin Marietta. That's the old Centennial racetrack. My mom's dad, my grandfather, Pop, used to come out every summer. He loved playing the horses. One time he hit $100 on a race, which was pretty good money back in those days, and gave all of the 4 kids a five spot. Yeah, fortunately there was a warning that the flood was coming, so in the total state there was only, I think, 24 deaths. Something like 26 bridges were destroyed in the entire Denver metro area. It had rained about 4 days in a row, and I guess there was like 14 inches of rain in the 5 or 6 hours leading up to the flood. One of the houses we'll see here was where the Claytons lived there. Scott Clayton was a real good friend of my brother Michael, so I'll point that out when it shows up. There's the old shopping center. Eckers along defunct store. The bowling alley was wiped out. There's the racetrack again. Centennial drive-in. Red Owl, the creepiest logo any store ever had. Yeah, let me rewind past that. Hold on a second. I think that was it. Oops. Yeah, so this house coming up on the house coming up on the right here, right there is the Clayton's house, where Scott lived, and you can see, let me try to do a better job rewinding here. You can see the high water marks on the wood if you look a little carefully. It's close to the second story. I was really lucky that in some ways that the floodplain was that wide that the water could spread out. It would be 3,500 feet wide, because you can see on the right there, you can see the high water marks. Because had it been in a narrow channel, it would have been much deeper. Obviously, it was deep enough to do over $500 million damage in 1965 But had it been, had it not been able to spread out that wide, it would have been much more devastating even than it was. All right, they're off to Ocean City there, so there's a lot of water there.